It was Texas, it was Tennessee.
Howdy, folks. Welcome in. You have arrived at the Texas to Tennessee podcast, tonight's international edition. Welcome in. My name is Steve. This is Soul Gravy up top.
Howdy.
It's his show. Very much looking forward to some questions of you, sir. And tonight we are incredibly fortunate to have our friend Caillin from the Wet Whistles in. Welcome in, Caillin.
G'day, how's it going?
Doing well.
Yeah.
That means hello, Soul Gravy.
Oh, howdy. Well, the first thing that stood out was the Atlanta Braves hat. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was going to say that for the podcast, but go ahead.
Continue on.
I tell you what, so my girlfriend is Georgian. She's from Atlanta, and I really like her hats and clothes. I steal them a lot. And I thought of myself as a Cubs man, and she said, not in this household. So every time I, need to start a fight or tick her off, I'll just go Cubbies, let's go, come on, Chicago. And that really starts a tiff. So I wear the Braves hat, and heading Monday, I'm heading over to Atlanta. We're going to meet her family, and thankfully when we're in Atlanta, we're going to go see a Braves game. So I get to finally see baseball. Very, very keen, because I've been watching a lot here. During the days, I've got to write music and answer emails, and then I just have like whatever baseball's on in the background. It's great.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought maybe you were just a closeted John Rocker fan, but that's not the case apparently. So, well, Caillin, I don't know if maybe for the benefit of some of our folks, if you're out there, we appreciate you joining over on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are. But if you wouldn't mind taking a couple minutes and just giving us a little bit of your backstory, and then we'll get into some heavy duty questions.
Yeah. So I'm with a band in Brisbane, Queensland, in Australia, called the Wet Whistles. We've been going roughly 2 years now, and been releasing music for around about maybe 18 months. And yeah, we're up to our 9th release now. It's really just started kicking off. We've done 2 tours of the east coast of Australia, and just really digging our heels into the big moment that country music's been having in Australia, and just having an absolute ball getting together. Is four lead singers, so we all 4 take a turn on who's going to sing this song or that song, but otherwise we're all just backing each other up. So it's all about the vocals with this band. Big sort of barbershop quartet kind of vibe, but country music. And then try and, as often as we can, we strip it back to just an acoustic, an electric, a banjo, and a stomp with vocals on top. So it's a good time. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the sound is, for those of you that aren't familiar, the first thing you can do, thanks to our friends at Apple and Spotify and wherever you steal music, go follow this band. You will enjoy it. I don't want to do comparisons, but if you kind of like the Wilder Blue would be the closest thing that I'm aware of.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
Yeah, for sure.
Huge fan.
Yep. Go check them out. All right. Caillin, you get a break here. This is, I think I mentioned my favorite part of the show. We quiz Soul Gravy on famous folks from your hometown. And for the purpose of tonight, we're going to use Brisbane. Brisbane is on the Gold Coast of Australia, pretty much on the far eastern tip, just under 3 million people. For those of you in the States, imagine Tampa if it was hilly and nice. Shout out to Florida. But that's probably the closest I can get in terms of a description. But
we often get called the Florida of Australia. So
okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
the Gold Coast is the Miami of Australia, you know.
gotcha. But with hills, like beautiful hills, and it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
backed up
gorgeous.
by the mountains and then right down to the beach.
Yep, pretty sweet. All right, Soul Gravy, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
I've given you as much information on Brisbane as I can at this point.
Okay.
We're going to start you off pretty easy. So technically, I don't think this group is exactly from Brisbane, but pretty close. So we will. Are you familiar with the Bee Gees?
I am familiar with the Bee Gees.
All right, give me one of their songs.
I believe they were staying alive.
They were staying alive. All
Yeah.
right, well done. All right, one for one. Going to get slightly more difficult from here.
No.
Powderfinger.
Powderfinger is a band. I'm not familiar with Powderfinger's work really, but
Yeah, Caillin, could you tell us a little bit about Powderfinger?
Powderfinger is the single greatest thing to ever come out of Brisbane.
okay.
They wrote every single song that I play in my head when the sun goes down over the beach or anything like that. That's a Powderfinger song. Yeah, the heart and soul of like 90s Brisbane rock.
Absolutely.
Sadly, no longer together, but hopefully a well-timed bankruptcy might get one of them back in. Get them all back together.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We like reunions, so. All right.
Yeah.
One more musical group,
Okay.
Soul Gravy, Savage Garden.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Savage Garden. What is the song? I don't know. I can remember the album cover. I had the CD back in the
Oh,
I
nice.
guess the late '90s, early 2000s. I guess.
All right, very good.
I can't completely prove that I know their work. Is it
give you a
something
hint, but
garden?
you're good.
Is it? No. Shit, I can't remember. Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's the British ad when they're all in the pub and they're watching the footy and it's like, I'll be yours, all I'll be your thing.
Oh yeah,
Your
that's right.
magazine.
There it is.
That's right.
All right. Well, 3 for 3, Soul Gravy. This is the best you've ever done.
Oh great.
Wow.
Next one, Keith Urban.
I'm familiar with Keith Urban. Yeah, he's a country singer now. Nashville, married to Nicole Kidman.
Yep.
All
well
that
done.
stuff.
All right, 4 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly more difficult. I got a feeling you're going to get 2 of these 5. But
And
we'll
the song is "Truly, Madly, Deeply." Is the
There you
first
go.
song.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well done. Scott Dixon.
I don't think I'm familiar with Scott Dixon.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know.
Great IndyCar driver.
Okay, probably not.
Like
No.
currently, like I don't know.
In
one of the
Tennessee, we
best
only
in the
watch things that go left.
and have fenders. I understand.
Right.
All right. Well, shout out to Scott Dixon. He's a complete badass. Roy Emerson.
I don't think I'm familiar with Roy. I don't
Roy-
think so.
Probably one of the top 20 all-time greatest tennis players of all time. Australia has a great history
Yes.
in the tennis world, but
Way
Roy
more than
Emerson was
Tennessee.
absolute beast. Cameron Smith, or also known as Cam Smith. No,
I don't think I'm not familiar with his work, but I have a feeling he is.
he is. Oh, the Galen.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. He's an amazing current golfer. One of the best.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have. Yes, I
He's got
don't.
the
I
sweet
couldn't. I
little
couldn't.
flyaway lid going.
I couldn't name him in a lineup, but I've heard that name quite a bit because some
He's
shows that I
fantastic.
listen to locally.
Does the shoey.
Yeah. After. Yeah. Can we edit that out? Because that looked weird. All right. Next up, Jeffrey Rush.
The name sounds familiar too, but I'm not sure.
Pretty well-known actor.
Let's see if I can put a face with that.
Well, he has a distinct face, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm Googling and cheating, but I want to know.
Yep. I couldn't tell you exactly what movie he's been in, but he's been in a bunch.
Pause, please. Let me Google. I'm not
All right.
taking credit for getting it correct. I just want to know the face because the name does sound familiar. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you recognize
remember
him,
the.
right? With the
Hmm.
glasses and the kind of
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
hair.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The King's Speech.
Oh, King's
That's
Speech.
right.
That's right. Yep. That would have. Thank you. I should have done a little more research, but yeah, Jeffrey
I've
Rush.
got a I've got a good one if I can pitch.
Oh, hell yeah.
Margot Robbie.
Oh,
Everybody knows her.
Soul Gravy.
I'm
You
not
don't.
sure.
You don't know.
Margot Robbie.
I don't know. This.
Oh my god.
Wolf
She's
of Wall Street.
Okay.
Seen that
See, I'm
movie?
not. I'm not. I don't know a ton of actors, and actresses by name. So
That's right. That's fine. Well, she's, I mean, about as big a star as you can get, I think.
I'll know the face because I have seen the movie.
Might know more than the
Oh,
face.
okay. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
there you
right.
go. All
Yes.
right. Well done. All right. Last one.
Apparently, I am familiar with her work.
You are. All right. Last one. Um, this is going to be a little tough, but there's a
Uh-huh.
chance you might get it. Bowen Yang.
I don't think I'm familiar.
Have you ever watched Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
The Asian dude.
Okay, that's currently on there.
Yes.
Yes,
He's from-
I saw. I
He's
saw
from
it.
Brisbane. Yep.
I think last week.
Yeah. All right. Well.
You're joking me. I didn't even know that. That's awesome.
Oh, we'll see. There we go.
That's
Brilliant.
that's what he likes about it, right there.
That's my favorite
Yeah,
part.
you got me.
All right, Caillin, this is the weirdest. Well, I don't know if it's the weirdest question, but Soul Gravy doesn't particularly care for it. I really enjoy it, so
I just
I'm gonna,
don't ask it very well when it's my turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask it.
Okay.
This is called the pie question. We're gonna give you a pie. It's a musical pie. You're gonna divide it into 4 sections. Those 4 sections all involve parts of the music business. So, first slice of pie is song creation or songwriting.
Yep.
Second piece is recording. Third piece is performance. Fourth piece is everything else that doesn't fit into one of those 3 pieces. So running your individual music business.
Hold on, I think I'm going to try and draw this.
Oh, nice. We get a drawing.
I need a pen. All right, sorry. Please,
You're good.
please say those again.
You bet. We've got songwriting,
Yeah,
recording,
yeah.
performing or performance, and then the fourth part is everything else that you have to do to make your business go. So
Everything else. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't fit into any of those 3 pieces.
How can I not find a pen? There we go. All right. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's do this. So we have a pretty streamlined recording process. Because there's 4 of us, the songwriting is like, I don't know, whoever's feeling it that day, go and write a song.
So it's a shared thing, yeah.
Yeah, and we just pitch it. So
Okay.
everybody's just, particularly myself, I've just got, like one of our guys has a full-time job, so he's off doing that all of his days. And
What a waste.
yeah, and the other ones are pretty active, during the week, whereas I tend to just sit back and songwrite and play. So
Nice.
it's like really evenly dispersed between us. So if we're talking one person, songwriting is a small piece,
Okay.
but really effective. So I'd probably put, all right, I'll just draw that. Songwriting's going to be there.
Right.
Recording, probably an even smaller sliver because, again, we demo everything at home, and the exact setup I'm using now for this podcast is how I demo. The Zoom H2, if anyone wants to know how to do everything with one microphone and a laptop, go buy the Zoom
So,
H2.
Ravi, could you write that down?
It's the greatest thing in the world.
I have a Zoom HN4. I've got the old school one.
Yeah,
There
sweet.
you
So
go.
I'm about to
Showing off
upgrade
the mics now.
to a Tascam
Oh, yeah.
because I don't know, I get real geeky on it. Like 32-bit recording, I can peak it and it'll still come out clean.
Nice.
And then what? Performing and everything else would be dead split down the middle. Okay, sweet. It's a peace sign. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, when it wants
is.
to focus.
Yeah, no, we can see it. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a chicken foot.
Yeah, so songwriting. That's really out of focus. Songwriting, recording. There we go.
Yep.
Performing. And then everything else is marketing. It's
Yes,
like
for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
we have so much time going into TikToking, Instagram. We kind of have like 4 types of videos we like to do. It's either got to be interesting from the get-go, and it's got to show exactly what we do. So it's like we do a cover of a 4-part harmony. We do the Eagles, or we did the Cruz Brothers the other day, who's a great pair you got to check out. Anything like that, we have to be singing off the bat, and then it gets on TikTok, and then if it's quick enough, we can catch them within the first 2 seconds.
Nice.
And then if we can convert that 2 seconds into 10 seconds, and we've had a lot of success with it. Like one video the other day was us in the green room clanging bottles together, and it's us doing Thank God I'm a Country Boy, and we're all singing within the first couple of seconds, and then that went to 1.3 million views. And it's like if we can convert 1% of that to followers,
small part, right?
And then we posted that video. We started doing ads and whatnot, and thankfully my Atlantan girlfriend, also very, very skilled in marketing, she helped us put up ads and everything. And then this last tour we've just gone on, everyone's come in and said, oh, we saw you on Instagram, that was brilliant, and we sold 4 shows out. So it's like, yeah, we loved your Instagram content. It's like, oh, cool, did you listen to the song? Oh yeah but the Instagram's good.
Yeah, you need the hook. Gotta have the hook.
So I love putting all my time during the day into songwriting when I can, but I actually have to make time for it. So it's like, let's sit down for an hour, play the guitar, record something, finish a chorus, whatever. And then I just do it all together. It gets demoed. And then the actual recording process, we have a producer, Jay Bavino, who's part of a big band from Brisbane called Shepherd. They had a heap of success the last decade or two, and we got put onto him. And as soon as we started working with him, we're like, oh wow, we just give you the idea. He goes and makes the entire song. Nice. And then it's like, come in and record your vocals. And so the first few songs got produced really quickly. And then I said, I really want to be a part of it. So I started putting more and more time into going to the studio and working with him. And now all 4 boys do that. So it does take longer to actually record. So I'd say the recording part is getting bigger. But yeah, performing is just as many shows as we can get. We'll do it. But it all seems to be marketing, making merch, posting Instagram, and then every now and then, because we're, I think it's the old adage, every band is just a merch company that makes music sometimes. So
gotta sell t-shirts.
We've got to sell those hats.
Yeah.
So definitely a big part of that, but obviously the most fun part's making of the music.
Yeah. So a couple questions. Sounds like y'all spend a decent amount of time on the pre-production side of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, because it's tricky to get. We all 4 equal say. Yeah. So it's 4 votes for whatever decision we want to make, and that obviously causes a heap of trouble because it's constantly even vote.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So like we always have a 5th, like the producer will be the 5th vote on this, or my girlfriend will be the 5th vote, or like whoever can make the most compelling argument. And that makes the songwriting a little tricky because we've all got our own standards, we've all got our own ideas, but after a heap of arguing and just bickering back and forth, we keep ending up with the best product. So nice. Like it does work out. Just, yeah, I don't know, putting all that time and effort into the song, it's going back, tweaking, fixing. Okay, well, I did my part on this. You go and take it, rewrite the chorus, whatever. So it is a good team effort, and then we end up with a song that we all four made together, which is just brilliant, because then we get on stage and sing it like four brothers, you know.
Yeah. We, I guess, touched on a little bit, but I do want to dig in a little bit on the songwriting, because I feel like almost everybody we talk to has a little bit different approach when it comes to songwriting. So how do you get the songs out? How do you, what's your process, or do you have a process?
So I actually just love the fact that when I joined this band, I really despised songwriting. I hated it.
Oh.
It was just a chore. And just like everyone else on the internet these days, I have now been diagnosed with ADHD. So that gets me medicated. And it generally, for me, it was night and day, because absolutely despised songwriting, could never finish a song. I had about 400 voice notes of like, oh, that'll be a good chorus, and then nothing else. Anyway, the day I got medicated, I finished like 2 songs, and then like, oh, okay. And it was like that switch flicked in my head where I needed to get the song out, to get my emotions out, and to work through whatever kind of problems, or it would just be a half-written song in my head was no longer a voice note in my phone. It was in my head until it was done. So
nice.
It's been absolutely incredible, because it's become this absolute love for songwriting once I joined this band. And so now I have tried to instill that on every single, the 2 youngest brothers in the band, Jake and Geordie, are brothers, and they're both still younger in their songwriting days. And so when we all get together, it's that big bickering, fighting. My ego is bigger than your ego. And then when it all sort of comes out in the wash, and we're finally working on the same level, it's brilliant. It's so good to see us all working when we're at 100%. So, I think we're just learning each other's processes, getting more in tune, and then when we work together, it's absolutely brilliant.
That's wonderful. I think Soul Gravy wanted to ask you some questions. So
hit me.
Hey, I'm curious of the country music scene in your area. I'm assuming there's a pretty good one if you're selling out shows and things of that nature. Even though it was Instagram's, your reels are doing good, but there's still got to be some kind of scene. So, how is it now, and is it something that's kind of been around for a while? Is it new, or?
No, so Brisbane's the big country town, as they call it.
Okay.
It's the 3rd biggest city in Australia, but it famously is slightly conservative, and it's the hub for a lot of the north of Queensland, middle of Australia. Most of the business is run out of there. A lot of farming is centralized out of Brisbane. So Brisbane itself is a city, but a lot of country town kind of background, I guess. And then on top of that, Keith Urban from Caboolture, just north of Brisbane. Jeffrey Rush, he's from Toowoomba. That's an hour and a half away from Brisbane. You've got the Gympie Music Muster. It's probably the biggest country music festival in Australia. That's 2 hours north of Brisbane. So it is like you just have to take a step outside of the city, and you're back in that country. Like, you're in the farms, you're in the in the thick of it, really. And so I often get asked, how did I end up in country music? Because I'm a city boy. I'm from Redcliffe, where the Bee Gees are from. And it just started out as playing pub gigs and taking those requests. And I didn't know any music. I just knew what I'd listened to as a kid. And then I just take every request and I go, I don't know it, but I'll know it next week. And then when I come back, I'll have, by the first year I'd finished playing pub gigs, I had just this 300 song selection of country music. And then it just built and built and built. So the country music scene is growing because of Instagram and everything. Everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon, I guess. But it's very like for people who are just getting into country music now, there's like 10 others who have been deep in country music since they were born, because everyone moves to Brisbane from those country towns just outside, and they bring it with them. They've got the actually sometimes it makes me feel out of my depth, because I'm really quite new to country music, and then I go to a gig, meet proper country fans, and they'll just name 15 people I've never heard of. It's like, all right, I'll know it next week.
What kind of music were you playing before you started getting those? While you were getting those country music requests, what was some stuff on the set list?
So Powderfinger was a big one.
Okay.
Powderfinger runs deep in my veins.
I'm familiar with their work.
Yeah, that's the sound of Queensland. And then I really, really liked, there's another Brisbane band called Ballpark Music. I've been obsessed with them since I was younger, because very much like a Radiohead kind of sound, but local band. And I got thrown into, I'm from the Sunshine Coast, which is about an hour and a half north of Brisbane, and they had the Caloundra Music Festival, and it was just a hodgepodge of whoever the local council could get to come to Caloundra. And for a good 5 years there, they had these brilliant lineups, like headliners like Cold Chisel. It was a classic Aussie band. They had Missy Higgins. There was one year they got Gautier, but it wasn't Gautier. It was his side hustle band, and it was brilliant. So they'd bring a big headliner and then 15 undercard, and the undercards always got me. So it was all that. It was like, that's where I first saw Darryl Braithwaite. He did a song called Horses, which is, once upon a time I really loved that song. Now I fucking hate it because it's the most requested song after Wonderwall. There was, oh man, racking my brain. A band called the Cat Empire, very Melbourne Victorian sound. None of it was country. It was all like, old Aussie rock, AC/DC, In Excess. Everyone was trying to be them, and so I had a lot of that in me. And huge inspiration. Always where like I got my roots was the Scrubs soundtrack. You ever watched that show?
Oh yeah.
I would have gone through that soundtrack, 40 times, like every single season, and listened to every single song and tried to learn every single one. So it was like, that's what I was playing. And then it just all converted over to just playing country instead. Yeah.
What about the, I mean, this may be an obvious question, well, I just don't know. I'm uninformed. So what about the independent music scene there as well? As far as the support and, from the locals?
Yeah. So we've got a pretty deep, I guess Brisbane is still kind of a small town as the American girlfriend loves to tell me that, Brisbane is tiny, and it's all I've ever known. So I don't realize the difference. But you go to an open mic every Monday or Tuesday and there's 30, 40, 50 people there, all just taking the time, waiting 3.5 hours for their turn. And everyone just gets to know each other. So it's like the community here is really tight knit, and they're constantly welcoming in, the younger kids coming in. So no one's quitting as they get older, and all these young kids are coming in. We're just building and building and building and building. And everyone's in. There's like a group chat called Gigs for Days, and it's, if anyone's sick, you jump in this Gigs for Days chat. There's like 200 musicians in there, and we're all like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You're sick? Yeah, I'll take your gig." And then we've got like, it's basically just one giant group chat of Brisbane, because every muso knows every muso, and then you can't walk down the main strip of Brisbane without bumping into one of them. And then on top of that, we all just, I might be on my way to a gig down the road, and I'll just stop in and have a beer at this one and watch him, and then I'll look around and there's 5 other musicians. So it's like, it does feel like a very music town because there's so many of us around and we all support each other. And it just makes the gig much better, because when the crowd's not giving you that round of applause, the musicians are.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice. Well, shocking. It's halftime. We are going to listen to one of your songs. And Caillin, if you don't mind, if you could give us a little intro on this one, and then also hit the little microphone button so we can get the best cut of it possible.
Yeah.
Once you've introed it.
Are we doing
Carolina.
Carolina? Okay. So this was the second song we released. We went up to a place north of Brisbane called Nanango, and we split off. 2 of us went and wrote in one room. 2 of us went and wrote outside. And the 2 inside got a full song written and demoed in like an hour and a half. And Jake and I went outside and just kicked dirt for 4 hours. Like, what the fuck? So we couldn't get anything written. We just, I don't know. We sat there, argued, got a little bit drunk, and then by the end of the day, we just said, "All right, knock off beers. Everybody come to the table. We'll just start hanging out and enjoying ourselves." And then we pulled a bottle of Fireball out, and we just about polished the entire thing off. And we're like, "Oh, we should write a song about like addiction." And then, like probably 40 minutes, we had this song written. And so this one's called Carolina.
All right, very good.
Here we go.
Been dreaming of you, all the things that you do remind me of who I can be. Problems on the shelf, the reflections of myself. I'll keep on running back to you. Carolina, I keep on running back to you. First heard your name, clouded up my brain, but it fell near. And the questions still remain, but the answers aren't the same without you. When the morning light comes in and I feel you on my skin, I just tally up my sins that I can't quit doing what I do. To you, Carolina. My keep on running back to you, Carolina. I keep on running back to you, Carolina. I'll keep on running back to you, Carolina. Running back to you. I keep on running back to you. I keep on running back to you. I keep on running back to you, Carolina.
Yeah, man. Good
There we
stuff,
go.
man.
Did you hear it,
Cheers.
Soul Gravy?
I did.
Did you get
The-
the connection?
Yeah, the harmony parts.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all sound
Definitely.
great.
I can
And I've
see
heard
why.
that song
I can
multiple
see why
times,
you
but-
mentioned that.
Yeah.
The comparison.
Absolutely. That one rips, as do a bunch of the other ones. I want to talk a little bit about your touring.
Yeah.
Y'all play a decent amount of shows. How many shows would you estimate in a given year?
So it has changed a lot.
Okay.
When I first was getting involved with the band, they were playing again just cover gigs, and then they're like got on with a pretty prominent manager here called Ian Dicko, and he was one of the judges on Australian Idol, and he was like the bad guy, and
Nice.
yeah, and he said, "You guys need to stop playing cover gigs. You need to work towards original shows." We all just said, "Okay, it's just that easy, is it?" And anyway, when I did jump on, I brought a few songs in. I was like, "This probably work." I think I've got probably 3 or 4 songs, and then Dicko's like, "Oh, you're probably gonna need about 40 songs ready to go." And then I was like, "Okay," but then we just kept doing maybe once or twice a month. We'd play whatever show we could, especially if there's like a football game on. And we'd get these crowds of 200 and 300 people coming in, and then we'd just start instituting more and more of the originals. But we're still just playing, more or less a free show twice a month. And then middle of last year, I think we played our last covers gig, and we said, "All right, let's do this real." We started trying to charge tickets. And those crowds started going down. And but we just, we put all of our efforts into the releases, the marketing, the I don't know. Yeah. So it was probably at that point it went down to about once a month we'd do a gig somewhere, and it would be a lot of rural Queensland, out in towns of 500 people.
Okay.
Where all the farmers from out in wherever will just come together and have a big there's something called a BNS ball, which is, oh man, I've forgotten what it's called. It's like boys and girls. I've got to look it up. A BNS ball,
Yeah,
but it's like,
I'll look it up. You're fine.
and they all come together. They all bring their ute. You know what a ute is?
Do. Yes.
And they chuck a mattress in the back of the ute and drink a lot of beer and have a big party in the middle of nowhere. So we were doing a lot of gigs like that because it was very much our vibe. And that got us so much confidence in the fact that we could play original music and still keep the crowd. They were like, all right, let's start doing tours. So end of last year, we were doing our own tour, probably 1 gig a month, and we would do multiple cities. So we did Sydney, and we had 150 people in the room. We're like, what? Why is there 150? We can't get this at home,
Right.
but people were listening, so that gave us more confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Booked a couple more shows, and then this last tour, the Sex, Drugs, and Country tour, we did Gold Coast and had a brilliant turnout down there. We did Brisbane and we sold that show out, and we were really crapping our pants because we booked a 300-person room, and we're like, we're never going to fill a 300-person room, and we did. And it was just the biggest. We're all just looked at each other and like, this is the greatest thing ever. And so then we did Sydney again. We sold 2 rooms out in Sydney. We've just got back from Melbourne yesterday. It was the most eventful trip in terms of, I think we had 4 missed flights. We've got a hire car that we're probably going to be paying insurance off for the next long while. So everything that could go wrong did go wrong, except the shows. The shows were sellouts. So we're going to be doing that pretty much till the end of the year. We've got 1 gig a month, no more tours. But start of next year, we're going to book in. We're going to figure out our first proper tour, and it's all going to be sort of heading towards an album release, I think will be the goal. So start of next year, I think we'll probably book in the big metro cities. We'll do Sydney and Melbourne for sure. We'd really like to get to Adelaide, and we'd really like to get to Perth. But Perth is like basically another country.
Right.
And also we'd really like to do New Zealand. So we just want to get everywhere we can in Australia, get to know all the towns, build up the audience here, and then all the while try and build up that American audience. And then if we can do the right things and meet the right people, hopefully someone in America takes a fancy, because we definitely can't afford those visas on our own. But it'd be really, really brilliant to come over and do support acts for some of the festivals over there. We did just get very, very lucky. Spotify's taken a liking to us and put us on a Fresh Country tour. So I'm sure you would have heard of Lane Pittman over here, and Max Jackson. So we're going to be supporting them on a tour in Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane. And those will be some of the biggest rooms we've played. Yeah. And there's another act that I don't think I'm allowed to tell you who it is, but they're playing at the end of the year again in Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne in some really big rooms. And I think that might be the most exciting one, because they're the Texas version of what we want to be.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. When I get confirmation that I can tell you who it is, I'll give you a message, because you'll be stoked.
I will, absolutely. And to be fair, there's only both of our viewers are probably busy right now. So anyway, well, that's great news. We've had folks come on the pod before and talk about that jump from playing bar gigs, and it's a huge leap of faith, but once you make that jump and you make it successfully, it's a whole different world. So congrats to you guys on that. It always, I don't know, we never know when the turning point is, because if we take the foot off the gas, everything slows down. So I think we're just so pumped after this last batch of shows that we're going to lean into it, go hard, get everything we can done, and make sure that next year is our best yet. Very good.
I wanted to say one thing about that turning point and wherever else. It was really cool. Keith Urban did a run of shows in Australia. He's coming back in August. He's doing the big arena tour.
Oh, nice.
But we got booked, just Jake in the band, and I got asked to play at a venue called Lefty's in Brisbane. So if either of you guys ever make it to Brisbane, that is the venue. Go check out Lefty's. Right. Lefty's Music Hall. And they said, we need you to come play. There's a football game on, and it's right next to the stadium, so there'll be a crowd. You guys will start around 10 p.m. Also, there's a big act on before you, but I can't tell you who it is. And then we never knew right up until, last minute we get there, and there was the marquee said Keith Urban, and there's like 5 paparazzi sitting out the front, saw me with a guitar and came over and started asking me all these questions. I was like, bugger off. And then we go in to load our gear in, and I was like, oh, so is that Keith freaking Urban?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, you're not allowed to come in. You can leave your gear here. You're not allowed to come in. All right, cool. He's got a hard lock on his sound check, which is really cool. Anyway, fast forward, we went in, we did a very quick sound check, but it was like Keith's rig is an entire stage worth of, bring it all in, set it all up, leave it. And then they said, come in, 10 minutes before showtime or before doors, and you can grab the best seats in the house before the show. So I went in, and my girlfriend came with me, and I was like, let's go sit up the back and get a seat. She's like, piss off. We're going to the very front. We are not moving from the front. So I was about...
Sounds awesome.
She's great fun. And I could touch his toes. We were that close to him because it's a 300-person venue. And Keith did that show unbelievably well. He's such an entertainer. Yeah. But he went... it was really cool to see that because he started the exact same way we did. He played pubs. He played underneath friends of mine. He played with like a guy called Tuffy. He played in his band all around Queensland, and just one day had that turning point and went off. But he came back, and like we got the chance to ask the managers like, why is he doing it? He's like, he loves small pubs and he misses small pubs.
Yeah.
Like, that's so
that's
awesome.
The coolest. Yeah. Well, two fun facts, Soul Gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Bachelor and Spinster Ball is what BNS stands for. And then also, Caillin, you might not know this, but Soul Gravy also has a hard lock on his sound check. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Because there's nobody there. Hard lock on the shows too, apparently.
Yeah.
So
been there, man.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Talk about that a little bit for folks that might not, understand that part. Musicians do, but people that listen to music might not know. As far as when you stop playing most of those covers and you start playing independent, and the crowd, you mentioned that the crowd, gets smaller and the attention kind of goes away. But as far as you guys staying stubborn and focusing forward, do you think that was a little easier considering you're kind of a group, you got your guys, with you?
I think we went through, so I'll go back to Dicko, the manager we had. He was like a big motivator. He's obviously done it for a very long time, but huge motivator because it was like, we're writing the set list, we're putting these originals in. There's one song out at the time. It was Guilty of a Good Time. And it had done well because it got on like a few Spotify and Apple playlists. So it was up in the 50,000 streams. And we're like, okay, we've got a song here. But we don't have a show. We've got a song. We'll just do that. And then we'll just do covers. And we're writing a set list before each show. And it's like, no. Come on. We've got to do it. And then Dicko would walk in the room, look at the set list, rip it up. He's like, put your originals in there. You've got to suck. You're going to have to suck for a while. I'm like, fine. All right. And all along that, we were doing our like TikTok lives, which is where we bumped into you guys. And we were doing, I don't know, just small shows to other musos. And it's very much that one person claps, then two people clap, then three people. And it's like eventually, so when we had the support of other musos, they're like, you guys really have something here. And Dicko was getting us in the right rooms with the right people. So thankfully we didn't hit that empty room syndrome for too long. It was it was fans of the cover band would come along and be like, all right,
Okay.
let's see what they've got.
So they were giving you a shot, even with your originals. That's cool.
Dicko has told us many times, you all four are so incredibly frustrating and such absolute assholes sometimes, but people really like you.
I can
all
relate.
right, well, that's a huge bonus. But we definitely have played our fair share. We did about 3 gigs one weekend where 6 people showed up, and it was like, all right, paid rehearsal, everybody, we're playing to each other, let's go. And we always fall back on that if it's not working. But it's definitely now to the point that where we've got that small enough base that the first 4 songs everybody knows the words to, and there's just like, it's no better feeling than just
It's the best.
I bet
you
so.
stop singing and they take over for the chorus. It's like, I wrote that. Why are you? What the hell? Why do you know every word of that?
Yeah, I mean it's fun when you play a cover and the band and the room is into what you're doing. I can only imagine what it is when it's actually your song and you're with your people. You know.
I I used to post it a lot on TikTok. You know, whenever I've got the big crowd for my solo shows, because I do like a looper solo show to make the money. Oh, you know.
Right.
One for the dream, one for the cream. So doing the solo shows, it'd be me singing Country Roads, and then I'd try, if I get a good video of it, the whole crowd sings. I just stop singing, I stop playing. Sweet, let's piss off the neighbors. Country Roads. And then we did that show in Brisbane that we sold out, and we walked out and did the song that I wrote, Married. So I just get up, go 1, 2, 3. She said she's, and I just stopped singing, and 200 people in front of me sang every word of that chorus. And I was like,
That's wild.
I damn near cried. It was so cool.
Justified.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say you walked out and they were yelling "Country Roads."
Yeah. No, we're in Australia.
We saw your video.
They're just yelling the CUNT part. So
I got you.
All right, so great. I'm gonna take the rapid fire here because we are coming up on an hour, which is wild because it did feel like 10 minutes. Right. Also, I'm gonna take the last question too, if that's okay.
I got one to add too.
Oh, all right. Well, fire away.
Okay, I'll go. I'll get mine out of the way. If me and Steve make a trip to Australia and hang out with you guys, what beer are you going to suggest?
We are Queenslanders, and right now we're all sort of like really proud of our own state. You need to go and look up the state of origin, okay, and just get a little history of the state of origin. It's Queensland versus New South Wales in rugby league, and we take it really, really seriously. I don't know what the count. Almost, but like it's just a weird. I can't find a comparison for the US because there's too many states. We've only got 7. So these two really hate each other, and funnily enough, beers market themselves around that. So when you come to Brisbane, you will drink 4X Gold. It is absolute piss, and it makes you proud to be a Queenslander. So you guys come visit. We're gonna drink 4X Gold. We're gonna eat a meat pie, and we're gonna listen to Powderfinger as the sun sets over the beach. And we're all just gonna.
A great day.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing Tuesday?
Tuesday I'll be on a plane heading to America, so I'll drink Bud Light.
Right, exactly.
Right. All right. So here's the rapid fire section. Caillin, we usually ask, what's an album that you've purchased more than once? But I can tell just from looking at you that you're not old enough to answer that question. So, do you use Spotify?
Yes. I do.
Okay. Any idea who was on your Spotify Wrapped last year?
Ballpark Music was very high up there.
Okay.
Funnily enough, Scary Pockets was on my Spotify. Scary Pockets do like funk covers, of whatever. They're awesome. They're on
Okay.
YouTube. Give them a listen.
Yep.
But it's because my Spotify is for my background music at gigs. So it's like it kind of gets shredded to pieces. But if you're
Right.
thinking who I'm listening to, it's Ballpark Music, Keith Urban, Zach Bryan, and oh, there was another Aussie band. It slipped my mind. The Dregs, from Brisbane.
Dregs. Okay.
Give them a listen. You'd really
Yeah,
like
I'll
them.
check 'em
They're
Mhm.
they're like they're so close to being country, but they're like surfy, folky rock.
Oh, cool.
And it's just two guys, banjo and guitar. They're brilliant. The Dregs.
Nice. All right.
I wanna
So
say
we
too-
have homework.
I think
Yeah.
Toot played them. I think.
Who's that?
I'm pretty sure Toot, our buddy Toot. You know,
Oh,
did
okay.
you forget Toot?
No, I just didn't hear. Well, I know he loves Cat Empire, so like there's that.
Oh, Cat Empire is one of the greatest.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him in a while. It's okay.
No, I haven't. I miss him. All right. Dinner with one historical figure. Who are you breaking bread with?
Oh man. Billy Connolly, Scottish comedian. Big fan of him.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he'd be a great chat.
Yeah, man.
Plus,
Scottish, though.
as you can tell by this, I'm Scottish, Scottish descendancy. So, dad and his 8 sisters all spoke thick Scottish accents. So, I was forced to watch that when I was a kid. But Billy Connolly talks more than I do, so I would actually be forced to sit down and listen. And I think it'd be a good laugh.
We have so much homework. So great.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it though. Sometimes not so much, but this time. All right. Caillin, what's your ideal green room look like?
Oh, we just had it. It was we were down the Gold Coast, and it's, I don't know if this is popular in America, but like in an industrial area, the sound restrictions are really chilled out. So lots of breweries will buy like a shed in an industrial area. They'll carpet it out and cover all the corners and make it sound good, and they'll build a stage in there, and then they'll brew beer and have live music.
Sounds like
This
fun.
one was definitely built by a musician because the green room was bigger than the stage. It was dimmable lighting. There was recording gear all around the edges and a rehearsal space. The entire thing was a rehearsal space with couches around the edges. And then he had banjos, dobros, slides, beautiful old Martin acoustics just hanging on the wall that you could just pick them up. And then an amplifier that had a fridge in it. And then the fridge was full of beer. So perfect. Oh, the only downside was there was no toilet. But
You
yeah,
can have everything.
you can't have it all. But that's a green room. The only other thing I usually request on a rider is a TV with the football. But yeah, no, that's,
Man,
you put
sounds
instruments in a room full of musicians, you know.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Let's see here. Bucket list venue. So a venue. Let's do one in Australia and one outside of Australia.
Actually, so when we come to America, we'll do Atlanta. Sorry, we'll do LA for a night. We'll do Atlanta for about a week, and then I'm coming up to Nashville, and we may get tickets to the Opry because I'm just dying to see it.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's definitely on my list. And New Orleans. We're going to New Orleans. I need some recommendations for venues. But I've heard, yeah. So I'd probably say the Opry just for the amount of YouTube videos I've watched, you know. And funnily enough, I'll say another one would be I'd love to be in the room for a NPR Tiny Desk. I reckon that'd be real cool.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So one of those, I guess. And in Australia, bucket list venue, is this to see a show or to play?
To play.
Oh, okay. In Australia, the MCG.
Well, I don't know. What is the MCG?
MCG is the biggest stadium in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh,
It's
okay.
100,000 seats. And Taylor Swift came here and sold it out. And it probably sounds crap, but it's the
Yeah,
MCG.
100,000 people, right?
It's the home of football. It's the home of cricket. It's like the heart and soul of Australia kind of thing. So that.
All right, great
So
answer.
hopefully we get to that 100,000 seat capacity at some point. But for now, I'll take a stage with, I don't know, I'll take anything. Whatever they're given, we'll play it.
Sounds good. All right, you get to add your music to one movie soundtrack or to a TV show. What would you choose?
A TV show, I would be really happy to have a song on Scrubs because that was my upbringing. And a movie, I don't think our band has any cool enough songs to be on a Tarantino movie, but obviously, again, that's the albums that I listened to growing up. Like, if you're asking an album I bought twice, it would have been Pulp Fiction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to listen to that back and forth over and over and over. That's such a good album.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right. Last question I have in rapid fire is I want to know if you could have any sponsor, who would be your ideal sponsor?
Oh, I really like John Deere hats. I would like a John Deere hat, and probably I don't have a farm, but I'd love a tractor. So John Deere or oh man. What am I thinking of? Bass. What's that?
Oh, Bass
Everybody
Pro?
else? Yeah, Bass Pro. Come on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's
That'd be a
so
great
cool,
sponsor
man.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can probably help you with the John Deere hat. I don't know about the tractor though. The shipping is ridiculous to Australia.
All I do is collect hats, and I'll show you. 1 second. My girlfriend thinks I look like an absolute idiot wearing this, but I love this hat. Hold on.
I can't wait.
I know, and we have a Pyramid Bass Pro, so yeah.
That might be overwhelming.
But
Oh, there you go. Head for the mountains. I
the
like it.
mountains are blue.
Yeah, the mountains are blue.
I collect hats. It's my favorite thing. So I'll just take every hat with a beer on it.
Yeah, that's doable. That's very doable. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining. We are getting ready for the last and final question. We made a little bit of an adjustment to the question. So tonight's question for Caillin of the Wet Whistles is, what is your favorite Tim Tam flavor?
Original. There's no flavors to Tim Tams. Flavors to Tim Tams are insane. You get an original Tim Tam, you get a cup of tea, and you just drink the tea through the Tim Tam. It'll melt the chocolate, and then it just becomes like a chocolate straw. It's brilliant.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, definitely. But if anyone's trying to tell you need a different flavor of Tim Tam to original, tell them to piss off.
We'll do that happily. Folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Soul Gravy, for hosting. Caillin, we'll ask you to hang back for just a second.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see y'all tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem. See ya.